And if he see this, I don't really give a fuck if he get mad. But like,
I had pussy before. That's why I like it sometimes.
all right, so boom. since y'all want to take it there, we gonna take it there. I'll
Let's
give
take
y'all
it
that
there.
insight in
Face
my
to
life.
fact.
I ain't never been a stalker, but I beat men.
You beat me.
Oh,
Y'all ever been through a heartbreak that fuck with y'all mental?
yes.
Make you do stuff you regret?
I'm yelling. I'm like, y'all need to let me out of here because I want to go to fuck home. Y'all holding me hostage.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Courtney back with episode 19 of Face to Fat Podcast. And y'all already know I got my co-host.
Hey y'all, it's me, your boy Sean. Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey. And we have a special guest today, y'all. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Okay, it's your girl, Sabrina Hernandez.
Hey.
That's my new name. So if you know me by my other name, we Sabrina today.
Cut it.
Okay.
It's Sabrina today. Y'all, we're going to talk about mental health today. We're going to get deep. And y'all already know we got our cards still. We get into our spicy round. But we're just going to switch it up a little bit today and dig deep. May help somebody out there. Sabrina. Sabrina got a lot to say. We just going to dig deep.
Sabrina, honey.
Yeah, Sabrina.
So mental health. Let's get into it. Let's see. So, depression. We're going to start with depression. What's y'all symptoms of depression? See, me, I know I'm depressed when I don't have energy to do anything anymore. I always do negative thinking or just want to sleep around all day, which I think like depression. I think that's where it first starts, depression.
I think I have high functioning depression.
What's that?
Like, I wouldn't sleep all the time. Or like, you know, like, I
So
feel like
you're
I'm
the
able
opposite.
to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm pretty, like, good for the most part. It's just like a mental thing for
It's a
me.
mental thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Depression with me is when I just sleep. I like to sleep, or I tend to be standoffish. You know,
right.
I kind of seclude myself from others or fall back, or I don't know, maybe like a bipolar syndrome. Because one day I'd be like, ugh, and then I'd be all happy and stuff, and I just be like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be run about it. Stop texting me, stop calling me, you know, stuff like that.
What y'all do to get out that funk?
Sleep, eat, party.
No, for real.
I used to drink, but
Drink
I'm
it away.
detoxing right now. So yeah, I would go home actually and pour a drink.
For real. Like
Yeah.
liquor or wine?
Liquor.
Oh, like they be on the movies, they be pouring
Yeah.
in. What you do to like get out that funk?
I mean, if I knew, I wouldn't be here. If we being real. But, I mean, smoke. Like, vape. If it's the blunt, like, whatever. Like, smoke. But, like, that's pretty much it.
What y'all got to say about, like, you said bipolar disorder. A lot of people like to joke and say, I'm bipolar, but it's really a really...
It's a real disorder, yeah.
I have bipolar disorder.
So what do you do?
What do you do?
I mean, I feel like it's different for everybody. Like, all right, so boom. since y'all want to take it there, we're going to take it there. I'll
Let's
give
take
y'all
it there.
that insight in
Face
my
to
life.
fact.
Because, you know, we're going to face the fact because at the end of the day, anything I say in here, I obviously don't give a fuck if y'all know. So,
Facts.
but I recently was in the behavioral unit / if you want to call it the 4th floor at the hospital.
Okay.
And, you know, like, I feel like when you have, well, I know, like, when you have bipolar disorder, like, it's different types for one. It's the first type, second type. You have, like, bipolar depression when, like, you sad or, like, you happy, sad, happy. But, like, then you got bipolar that comes with, like, manic episodes where, like, you could do some crazy shit. I have manic bipolar disorder. So, like, one day, like you said, I could be good, but the next day I might not be. But it's not just like a flip of the switch how everybody think it is, though. Like, you have your highs and your lows, but when you high, you really high. And when you low, you really low. Like, and there's no in between. Like, so I feel like... But it do have a lot to do with depression, though. Like, but at the same time, it's more, like... I feel like it's more mental because it's not something, like... you can necessarily control unless like you're on medication.
You can control yourself. So like, what would you do?
What do you mean?
Like the manic. What happens?
I kind of just had an episode where I kind of just went crazy.
Lashing out.
Yeah, I just kind of lashed out
on
and
everybody.
Then, yeah, and then like
and anybody.
It wasn't really like arguing or like just like, you know, lashing out more so, but just kind of like one of my moments. And like if you don't know me, you might think that I'm lashing out, you know what I'm saying? But if you know me, then you know like that's just you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the people I was around don't know me like that. So they're like, oh no, she need to go to the hospital. So, you know.
What was your experience there on the 4th floor?
This is not my first time going, but like you saw me. going in there and coming
I
out.
didn't know where you was going.
Yeah, I was like, well, he don't know where I'm going. But
yeah, but I mean, I don't judge people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because people,
I have
and this is
family
a safe
members
place.
there.
You know,
Yeah.
because I suffer from mental illness,
Yeah.
like, but it may be like a different type than somebody else's. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I wouldn't dare like judge you because
Mm-mm.
people go through what they go through. Life
do
is
what you
life
gotta
is
do.
shitty. You know, and it
Yeah.
can be so.
I can't say like I hated it there. Like, let me tell y'all,
Yeah.
like from the time I got, bruh, first of all, not even from the time I got there, cause the police they pulled me over at the store.
Oh.
That's how they got me. And then like when I got to the hospital, they made it seem like I ain't have to stay as long as I talked to the doctor. But then the whole time I did have to stay. And like I'm going off on the police officer, the nurse, the nurse is back there. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers holding me hostage. Then the police came back there. I'm like, yeah, y'all just gonna let them hold me hostage. Like I'm going at this point. I'm like, y'all already think I'm crazy. I might as well be
Act
crazy for
crazy.
real.
No, for
I'm
real.
throwing shit at the walls. I'm yelling. I'm like, y'all need to let me out of here because I want to go to fuck home. Y'all holding me hostage. Then I kept calling mom from the little nurse phone. I'm going off on her. I'm like, you let them put me in here? Like you really gonna let them put me in here for real? Like you know I'm not crazy. And I'm just going off. And then like it really hit me like that night because I'm like, bruh, I ain't got shit. I ain't got my phone,
no
nothing. Like I'm
They
just
don't
in
even
here. It's
sleep.
cold as hell. Like
Ooh, they have it cold in there.
cold as hell.
Yeah,
and like them
they
thin ass
do.
blankets. And I'm like, bruh,
Oh,
I was so ready to go
That
home.
would-
I
that would
remember
fuck with
like
me.
when nighttime came, I was just crying. I was like, bro, I just want to go home. Cause I'm like, bro, it ain't that deep. Like I know I got my shit going on, but I ain't that crazy.
So
Like,
it
just
kind
let
of
me
made
go
you
home.
sit back and realize, like,
Realize.
damn, what the hell
Yeah.
I
Right.
got myself into.
Yeah.
But then I started going off again the next day. Cause I was like, I'm ready to go home. And then eventually I had to like pull my car. Like, look, I got a doctor's appointment Friday. Y'all can't keep me, and I don't go to my doctor's appointment. And that's how I got out. So, but I mean, now I just know not to project that side of me around people that I'm not as comfortable with.
Right,
Yeah, because everybody don't know how to take people's issues.
Right.
Right.
But like we said, it's a safe place here, and we do not
Judge,
judge.
no.
'Cause,
Can I
ooh,
vape on here?
Yeah, you can.
Cause I have my own moments.
Yeah, we have
you
our
know,
own moments.
and
People
even
just
though I
have
don't
different-
show my stuff to a lot of people
Yeah,
because
'cause I
I'm more
wanna
of
know.
a right. You won't never know because I'm always like jolly, happy, jovial, stuff like that. But when I'm by myself, it's totally different.
I just sleep it away. If put my phone do not disturb and just go to sleep. I think that's what helps me. I used to have a problem with taking melatonin. Like I'm just taking melatonin and go to sleep. Just try to sleep it away. But I had to stop that because when you wake up, you back to bullshit.
Right, and that's the type of disorder too. It's a substance abuse disorder.
What is it, for real? I was on that bad, yeah.
But when you talk about substance abuse disorder, you talk about like fiends, junkies.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a fiend
Oh,
for that weed. For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but they taking like hard drugs like heroin,
Yeah.
Okay.
fentanyl, and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's really a disorder when you see people just on drugs and stuff like that. So that's why I don't judge them because I had an aunt that was on drugs. I had an
Yeah.
uncle that was on drugs
Yeah.
for many years, and my uncle was on drugs until the day he died, which was
Yeah.
like last year sometimes. So I don't. That's why I said I don't judge people because we go through our own shit. I had even did some bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I never did like cocaine or anything like that, but I had huff before. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
Huffing, like you, basically. I don't want to promote it, but
Yeah.
and I only did it one time for like 2 minutes, and I did not like it. And I was like, I would never ever ever do that again. And we're just hanging out with friends, trying to be cool and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I used to hang out with a bunch of drag queens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gay people when I lived in Raleigh, and I just wanted to try it because they was doing it, and I was like, no, I would never do that again.
At least you know how to control yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of people get too deep and like the hard drugs. Like weed and stuff is okay as long as you keep going.
Yeah, and you got to be careful with that weed because people they
yeah,
like to try
fentanyl
to
and
boost it
stuff.
up,
Yeah,
So just be
don't
careful
do-
with
just
it.
Be careful, y'all. Be careful who you get your weed from.
Yes.
But man, what about so anxiety? Y'all have anxiety? I think I
Yeah.
have very bad anxiety.
Yeah.
You have. Ooh.
Yeah, I have very bad anxiety, and I'm also socially awkward. Like I'll get real nervous and.
It's
Like,
crazy.
and I work at Walmart, y'all. I can't stand being around people. Like, I got bad anxiety.
It's crazy because like growing up and like all throughout high school and stuff, I always considered myself to be like a outspoken person,
Yes,
like
but I just wanna be
outgoing, social.
Yeah.
But like the older I get, the more I realize that I was never really like I was outspoken in a way like argumentative way, like confrontational way, but not like just talkative, like, and even now, like, I find myself, like, at work or, like, little events and stuff, like, kind of secluding myself, only talking to who I want to talk to for real, like, and I'm like, girl, you, and then I'd be scared to talk to other people, and I'd be kind of, like, nervous, or, like, I don't want to go to the bar by myself, or to the bathroom by myself, like, you shouldn't want to do that anyway, but, like, I just be nervous. I'm like, bitch, you a little bit.
But,
like,
you know, sometimes we are like that, like me, I'm scared, I'm not scared, but I'm scared to make new friends because the way I've been doing and dealt with, and it give me bad anxiety when I'm like, can I trust this person? All I've been through, so I understand that.
See, that's my problem.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be easy for me to make new friends because, I mean, if anybody talk to me, I'm going to talk back.
Yeah.
Or if I feel like you cool and, like, you approachable, I'm going to talk to you.
It's always the energy.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, the energy in the room. Like, if you give me that vibe, like, you might hold a conversation, I might hold one with you. But, like, if you don't, then I ain't going to even look your way.
See, I kind of differ about anxiety because I talked on my podcast, on my episode about anxiety before, and I say that I think it's a mental thing.
It is.
You
can control it low key.
And I feel like that you can control that, you know, because you are the person that can control your mind,
but
your thoughts.
What you can't control that panic attack.
I was going to say, when it gets to the panic attack part, that's the part that's harder to control.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, like, it might sound weird saying it backwards like this, but the panic attack causes anxiety, if that makes sense. Because your body feel it before it really comes.
You're right.
And I feel like that kind of sends a mental signal too, like, bitch, all right, your body working itself up. Like, then you kind of get worked up.
So you can't control it when you feel like before it get to your mind?
No, I'm sure you can, but I'm saying, like, I feel like sometimes, like, your body just
at
get
that
to
moment,
you, get to it before, it gets to you before your mind do.
All that. But being with all this mental illness and anxiety and all that, y'all always know some people have trauma. And it comes with it, and they really can't control it because they have PTSD.
PTSD.
Y'all have any trauma? Anything?
Definitely.
What is your PTSD?
I prefer not.
Prefer not.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I prefer not.
You got
No, I don't really have no post-traumatic stress disorder. Nothing really bad happened to me, like growing up or anything. Or I never had like a near ending life event happen to me before, so I don't suffer from PTSD.
I don't either. I don't want to say PTSD. It's just the way people may have treated me that messes me up.
Yeah,
like triggers.
Yeah, it triggers me. Like, I gotta keep my guard up.
Keep your guard up.
Deep trauma and PTSD, no, I don't. But I know a lot of people do, and that sucks. It really sucks, y'all. But so mental illness, y'all. We're just saying it's a safe place. Come up here and talk about it.
It's a safe place, and bring awareness to stuff because, like, thank Sabrina for coming up here, you know, and being open. Like, we all gonna be open and stuff like that, you know, because it's some people that might be out there that's going through it, battling it, don't know what to do, how to handle it, and so we just want to be that safe haven to give you some advice, you know, and let you guys know that it's okay to talk about it.
It's okay to talk about it.
Well, I'm glad y'all say that because, and not y'all specifically, but I feel like a lot of people contradict themselves because, especially these days, because I feel like everybody had this mindset like, and it is true that everybody go through shit, but I feel like that at the same time it's a little insensitive because you never know what type of shit people going through, how deep it is, or how far somebody is to that point, you know what I'm saying? So, like, people, especially now on social media, I see a lot of people where, like, they make these, like, comments like, I ain't got nothing for you, I'm going through my own shit, and it's like, yeah, I understand that. But in some situations, you really gotta, like, be empathetic, you know what I'm saying? And, like, people really be throwing the mental health thing under the rug because everybody going through shit, but you don't want everybody killing themselves.
Mental illness is real.
Exactly. And I feel like people just try to sweep it under the rug like it is normal, but at the same time, like, it's not normal to suffer in silence or by yourself.
And that's bad when you endure it in silence because you really can hurt yourself then. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you feel like there ain't nobody listening. You feel like don't nobody care. You know, like, who gonna be there to, like, kind of help you cope with whatever you're going through?
I say just keep going and get closer with God. It really helps getting closer with God.
Yep, keep praying and just
pray it.
You know, build your mind up and say you are somebody.
No.
You know.
No, you never thought about it. Getting closer with God. Why?
I just prefer not to.
So what do you believe in?
I don't really have a religious
You don't
belief.
have a religion?
I mean, I do believe in God, but, like, I wouldn't consider myself Christian at all.
Okay.
Well, I don't consider myself Christian.
Yeah.
Like, when I say that, I mean, like, I'm not, and I don't mean to disrespect nobody by saying this.
No,
but
you
a
fine.
lot of our
Opinion.
friends and people get offended when I say how I feel about Christianity and and religion. But, like, me personally, I'm just not a big fan of no religion because I feel like all of them tie in together.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody gonna believe what they want to believe, but at the end of the day, everything is one to me, how I see it. If you really like do your research on every religion, it's too many to really do your research on, but like the main ones, they connect in some way at some point. Like so, like I don't see the point of believing that it go this way, because it's all dependent on the standpoint, like your viewpoint. Like for us, it's Christianity because Black people, we go far. We've been believing in God.
That's what you was taught that.
Exactly, because we was taught that. But somebody in Asia or somewhere might be Buddhist,
totally
and they was
different.
taught completely different from their standpoint of view from where they are. But it doesn't mean that either side is wrong.
Right.
So
Exactly.
like that's why I kind of stand in my own lane, like
Right.
believe in whatever.
And that's why I say that I'm not a Christian either. I go to church. I believe in God. But I say
don't dig deep and
I
judge
don't.
them like
Yeah,
you
I
do.
don't get all into the people talking in tongues and all that. No disrespect, but you know what I'm saying. Like, cause I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just go and get my own interpretations because, like, for instance, I'm homosexual, right?
Right.
So the Bible speaks about homosexuality, but then it turns around and say that God forgives you and He loves you
Exactly.
and He created
It's so
you,
contradicting.
and stuff like that. So I get my own interpretations.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I don't like the Bible, because it's like it says one thing, and then a couple of scriptures later,
It says something
it's saying,
different.
but you know what, you do that is all good, you still might get into heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Then what's the point of bringing it up? To me, that's some mind game shit. Cause what you mean? You don't want me getting tattoos. You don't want me being gay. You don't want me having sex before marriage. But if I do it, I might get in heaven anyway. But I might as well try it then. That's how I feel.
I get that. I get it.
But I ain't gonna say that in front of my grandma though. But I know she ain't gonna watch this, so it don't matter. But you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. And I don't pray. I feel like I
So
talk
what do you
to.
do?
I kind of talk to myself. I say however I'm feeling, and whoever listening. That's what I'm saying. I don't say dear God or God I trust you, whatever. Like
Just talk out loud.
whoever listening, as long as you ain't the devil or nothing that's negative towards me, help me out.
Have you
feel
ever thought about praying?
I mean, I prayed before. You know what I'm saying? I was raised Christian, so I feel like up until I got my own mind for real, was out, my mama and grandma's house and could move how I want and do things the way I want, I started thinking a lot differently. But I was kind of forced back then to do stuff a certain way. But like now that I'm grown, I don't pray with the intention of praying to God. I pray to the universe in specific, and then whatever is receiving and is able to reciprocate the energy back to me, I receive it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's just that. I mean, I do still say amen,
Yeah.
because that's just installed in me at this
Yeah.
point. But like, it's not a Christian thing. It's just
Yeah.
like ending the prayer off, ending whatever it is off. You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all, she faced the fact. That's just that.
Right. So what about eating disorders?
Eating disorders. I say when I'm sad, I go straight to ice cream. Eat. Some people don't eat. When they
yeah, that's
stressed
how I
out.
am.
You
I feel
don't.
like when I'm going through stuff, it don't need to be on purpose. I just don't be having an appetite to eat no more, so I don't.
It really depends on what I went through too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it be unintentional though. But it is something I do notice that I don't eat as much when I'm going through
Just
stuff.
don't be hungry.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
well,
about you?
I got an
You eat?
eating disorder because,
So-
baby, I love to eat. I overeat. Though.
It's like even when you like depressed.
when
that's
when I feel like I'm stressed and depressed, I am eating.
If anything, I'm a drinker, and I'm not talking about liquor. I mean anything, like specifically Sprite or Gatorade. Like when I'm bored, I'm thirsty, I'm sad, happy. More specifically, when I'm bored, I need something to drink. Like it's just something about something to drink, especially if it's cold. Like it just satisfies me.
So, but eating disorder, it becomes a disorder when it's unhealthy or excessive, like me.
Or it has ill intention.
Have ill intention, like you know what I'm saying, or when you really concerned about your body weight.
Yeah,
Have y'all ever been bulimic, like?
Like throwing up.
Like like overeat and then throw it up. And I never did that either.
But for one, I never had. I am self-conscious, but I never had the self-conscious issues where I was trying to get skinny. If anything, a bitch want to get bigger.
Right.
So like,
and I want to get skinny.
that's my thing. If I could Like, it's like no matter how much I eat, it don't really make a difference. So even if I was to just go out here and just eat, I wouldn't be able to, for one, because I don't have the body for it. My body would be like, girl, stop, you about to throw it all up. Like,
For
chill,
real?
you fool. But I can't get no bigger, y'all. If I was to go get a BBL, they would tell me right at the door. Because I don't weigh enough and I ain't got no fat.
How much you weigh?
Like 118.
We got the same thing.
And then I'm tall, so it just make me lanky.
118. I wish I was 118.
I be trying to
181.
gain weight. I be trying to gain weight.
You're like 181, honey.
181.
I'm dead.
So y'all, let's talk about, so, you know, being that we dating, you know, niggas ain't shit and all that. Y'all think if we would have never, well, me, for example, I ain't got my heart broke. I'm pretty, everybody ain't got their heart broke before. Y'all ever been through a heartbreak that fuck with y'all mental?
Yes.
Make you do stuff you regret? Just crazy stuff?
Yes.
So what's the craziest thing y'all have done?
Stalking.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie.
Stalking. Have you ever been a stalker?
I ain't never been a stalker, but I beat men.
You beat me.
Oh, she violent.
I'm violent, and hey, shout if you watching this.
Mm.
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about niggas before too. Like,
Okay.
But that's bad.
I take that back. Edit that out. That's super specific. I take that back. I used to beat men. Okay. I remember, I ain't gonna say no names, and if he see this, I don't really give a fuck if he get mad. But like, I remember one time we broke up, and he came to my house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what like the whole situation was, but like I think it was picking some stuff up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister and her friend was there, Kayla. Boy, if I ain't getting the knife quick, my mom in there like, no, you crazy, you better put that knife down, girl. I'm like, no. If he want his phone back, he gotta come get it. But I got the knife, so good luck. Only thing, save that boy.
Yeah.
What's the fact? My mom was like, girl, if you don't get that boy his phone, and then I thought like, she right. So I threw it, and she was like, that phone crack, you gonna pay for it. But it won't crack.
Mm.
But the thing is, we was back talking like 2 days later.
Mm.
But it's like I get angry, and my first instinct be to bop. Like,
Violent.
I'm working on it.
You working on it?
Yeah,
But
because
that's
it's
my
bad.
that's my toxic trait.
Okay.
That's my toxic
So we
trait.
don't get into
I don't know how to
toxicity.
control my anger, y'all. I'm
Really?
telling you, like, you piss me off, and I'm gonna want to just
Instantly.
I used to be like that. I used to have quick tempered, but
What's
jail.
the craziest thing you done? Wait, jail, huh?
Yeah, I
You
was
been
in
to
jail.
jail?
I've been to jail
What
before.
the
Yes, I've actually been to jail twice.
Where the world?
Yes, I've been to jail
That
twice.
little orange on?
And it's because when I was dating, girl dating.
Oh, you date girls.
This is when you was girl dating.
Yeah.
What that bitch do?
I had pussy before. That's why I like it sometimes.
I'm weak.
No, what happened?
It was like we dated for like 3 years, and I just thought she was cheating. It was an insecurity, you know.
Yeah.
She came in. Somebody had called the phone, and it was just like I wasn't thinking, you know what I'm saying. And I just ended up like slapping her, you know. And yeah, and I went to jail. Honestly, on everything.
The craziest thing I ever done, I just spit in a nigga face.
Oh, nasty. Oh.
Because let me tell y'all, when I'm so mad and you laugh at my face, it triggers me.
It triggers something.
When you make me mad and you laugh in my face, it triggers me. So that was the craziest thing I ever done. But yeah, I just had to get into toxicity because toxicity be fucking with our mental too. And
It do.
it be calling parts of the mental issues, especially if you don't really got too much other stuff going on.
Oh, yes.
Woo, but
Toxicity is.
toxicity. You toxic. You toxic.
I'm toxic.
I'm not toxic.
You're not toxic.
You know?
I feel like I'm only toxic if you be toxic. I'm telling you, cause like it's like I have me being the Gemini that I am, me also being bipolar, and me also just being a crazy bitch. I'm telling you, I got multiple sides. I ain't just got two. You gonna get the good sides of me, but bitch, you gonna definitely see the bad. And I'm telling you, like, it's just something like, soon as I get the vibe that you not on what I'm on, all right.
So how can you tell when they not on what you on?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Hey, look, I don't want to get up here and get crazy talking because I don't want y'all to think this bitch delusional.
No.
But I really do got
Okay.
powers. I'm telling y'all, I got powers.
Powers.
I got powers.
I'm
I'm telling y'all.
Go teach me.
I'm telling y'all. I'm clairaudient for one.
Okay, what's that?
So like, you know, like you have clairvoyance, you got clairaudient, you got the other one with, I don't know the other one because I don't really read up on that one as much. I can read up on them too because clairaudient is hearing and clairvoyant I believe is visual.
Okay.
But like clairaudient is when like you hear things, right?
Okay.
Okay, so like I do tarot card readings. If you don't know, I haven't really been doing this much recently because my own energy ain't right, so I ain't about to do nobody else's energy check. But
Okay.
I do tarot card readings. And I feel like before I started doing tarot card readings, I couldn't really explain why I would just know things. You know what I'm saying? Like why I just got like signals. And a lot of people would just say based off the energy, but I feel like it's like, I don't know, it's like my mind would know things before I really know it. And then I would always be right. Then when I started doing tarot card readings, like at first it would be like friends, but then they started recommending me to people. I started doing people mamas and they co-workers and stuff. And like it started
like, oh my God.
right, you right. I'm like, girl, how? And then I'm like, damn, what if I really do got powers? Because I don't know this lady. Like, and it's like now, like with people, like if I'm like here with myself, then I'm able to read the room, like whoever's around me. But if I'm not right mentally myself, then I can't, like that type of thing.
Ooh,
but like if you giving me that vibe, like it's like I can tell just based off how somebody talk, what they say, their body language, and just like their overall energy, like what they own. And they ain't gotta say nothing. And they could say they own what I think they own, or vice versa. But like I know what's up, and it's like that's gonna tell me how I need to move just based off the energy.
I'm clear visual then, because I can read somebody just by their body language and how they act. You know, is that what it is? Clear visual.
I said clairaudient.
Clairaudient. So clairaudient.
But I'm saying clairaudient is more so when you hear things.
Okay, so what is clair visual?
Clairvoyant is when you see things.
Okay.
When you see things.
Clairvoyant.
I believe. It's another one, but I can't think of the
last
part of the clairvoyant.
I'm clairvoyant. Then.
But yeah, I don't see things. I've like had hallucinations before, but they might have been tied to the stuff. So like we're gonna not talk about it. But I mean, I ain't never seen ghosts or no, you know, crazy shit like that. Just like hear things. You know, you hear people say a name, or like you hear like you think somebody talking to you, but ain't nobody saying shit. Like little stuff like that people weren't really paying no mind. But it really is. It's really like a spiritual thing too. If you really spiritual and you intact with like your spirit guides and yourself, then you will use that as a sign. It'll come as a sign instead of like, oh shit, I thought somebody called me. Because a lot of people, it happens to a lot of people. They don't pay no mind. Like, oh, I'm tripping. But like it's a sign. Like you gotta pay attention to them signs.
I've had that happen. You heard like somebody call you, but like I don't know how
yeah,
to
like
use it.
normally, like for me, like if that happens to me, something going on, either in my vicinity or about to happen that I need to just have a heads up about. Like, all right, be on P's and Q's, because you know what I'm saying. But it happens so fast. Sometimes you don't really think about it that way. Like,
yeah, I can read people's energy, and I'm like, it's time to go.
Yeah, that's easy to read people's energy, but. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't had it from a female yet, but I heard they get a best head. What you think? Female get a best head?
Hell yeah, they can.
I don't need you to spend no day. It's already wet.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I like missionaries. When I get lazy. What's the freakiest thing you ever
You like
done?
whips and handcuffs?
Nobody want to do it with me.
Ooh.